For the land of the free and the home.
Lots of enthusiasm around that presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. And we got plenty more coming up. Stay tuned. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
For most teams in the NBA, success starts at the top. The challenge for owners, most of whom don't come from basketball backgrounds, is picking the right person to entrust with roster decisions. That skill set is hard to evaluate sometimes, but getting that first decision right can sometimes make all the difference. Kevin?
It sure can. All right, DA, thanks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with Wilson Chandler. Then there's Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. And for the Knicks, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Prodigy is out there with P.
And pass fairly well.
So you were ahead of your time because that's all we see now in the NBA, right? Guards are not always bringing the ball up.
Yeah, you know, somebody just mentioned that to me, Kevin, that I was maybe a tad ahead of my time back in the late 70s.
I love the three-point shooting of Irving. Excellent at dialing it in from deep, and you've got to respect his range.
And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And once he got to the 10,
grabs the board.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
And a trying summer for the New York Knicks fans.
It's disappointment at missing out on Zion Williamson, and the saga continues.
Outside for Robinson. Inside. Deflects the pass. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's the Prodigy. Hands it from downtown. The Prodigy's got 7 points in the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
They're running. Barrett wide open. He fires. And again, New York with the triple.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up on any longer.
And so it's New York heading to the bench with a 7-point lead to be playing with this group of guys.
That's why he signed here. But you can bet Durant is going to be leading the charge.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed. And season 4 for Coach Kenny Atkinson with the Nets. You've got to be impressed with the job he's done in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you know, Kenny is a hard worker. He's a bit of a grinder if you were trying to term what category he might fit into. And you see that in his team. And, you know, he admits it. He's getting better just like his players are. And that's a great, great statement because we're all hopefully getting better as we move forward.
New York shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Durant. Rodions Kurucs comes in for Taurean Prince. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for LeVert.
And we see the league-wide moves
it in. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. The pass to the Prodigy. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. The Prodigy's got the lead up to 12 now for New York. some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And here's Irving. From deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so we conclude the first half. Knicks lead by 12. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And up here in the second. It's been quite a game for the Prodigy.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
In the post, who really impresses you?
Well, there are a number of guys, Kevin. I mean, you think about it. Kevin Durant is a lethal scorer and does a lot of his work off the dribble and in transition on pull-up threes. But when he is a post-up threat, and he does get posted sometimes, his footwork is superb, absolutely superb. Joel Embiid comes to mind, big fella with feet of a ballerina. Jokic does a great job with his feet, not nearly as athletic as Embiid or Durant. And then I would put Kawhi Leonard outside of a big guy. I mean, he's not a big guy in terms of position, but boy, he is very efficient down in the low post when he gets it there.
Good names. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Nets. Joe Harris is out there with Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Wilson Chandler. And it's KD in at the small forward position. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, we all know that circumstances and time changes everything. In Dallas, Dennis Smith Jr. thought he was going to be the cornerstone. But with the arrival of Luka Doncic, everything changed. The promising point guard was traded to the Knicks.
P, covered by Irving. Here's P. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
You know, this is where Harris is most dangerous, one of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long-distance chances.
And so it's the New York Knicks up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Nets trail by 12. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Prodigy is out there with P, and it's Barrett at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Randall passes to the Prodigy. To the left side wing. A second chance effort. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Boy, they're hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, and they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:24 left in the game. Ball's knocked loose and out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. In the fourth quarter of this one. Stolen. And now the Knicks on the break. Pushing it up. And Randall throws it down.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit and we're able to attack the rim.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for P.
Well, his defense was tremendous tonight. Really, really high level. He was a pest, forced the opponents into a lot of turnovers.
Here's the Prodigy. Drops in the breakaway layup. And the Knicks lead by 13.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's P. A three-pointer is right on target.
and it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Got a piece of it. Here's the prodigy. It's good.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.